Welcome back to Bone Smoke and Sizzle. Today we're gonna be making a American Bologna. Before we start with that sausage, please hit that subscribe button here on the left hand side, because it shows me as a creator that you like to learn about sausages and I like to provide you more videos about it. I got a lot of recipes to come in the future, so hit that button. Anyway, let's start with the sausage and let's have fun. To make the Bologna, we need 750 grams of beef per kilo, which you can see here on the left hand side. Then we need 200 grams of pork trimmings, which you can see here in the middle. And we need 50 grams of back fat per kilo, which you can see here on the right hand side. From the herbs and spices, we need 20 grams of buckle salt, or if you're in the US, that would be 18 grams of table salt and 2 grams of Cure 1 mix. We need 2 grams of ground white pepper per kilo. We need 1 gram of ground sweet paprika per kilo. We need 1 gram of ground coriander per kilo. We need 0.5 grams of ground nutmeg per kilo. We need 3 grams of ground garlic powder per kilo. And we need 50 grams of potato starch per kilo. From the liquid side, we also need 240 grams of crushed ice. From the casing, I use a 100 ml fiber casing, and this one needs to soak a minimum of 30 minutes in lukewarm water. The first thing what we need to do is we need to grind the meat, and we need to grind it first through the 10 ml blade, but we need to keep the beef, the pork and the back fat separately. So I've set up the grinder now with the 8 ml blade, and what I will do is I grind the fat first, then I grind the pork and then I grind the beef. So let's get started with the fat first. So I put this aside. Now I put in the pork. And I put this aside. And now I put in the beef. That's it. Now the next thing what we need to do is we need to switch over to the 3 ml plate and grind that meat again. So we grind the beef separately, the pork separately, and then the back fat. I have switched over now to the 3 ml plate, so let's start grinding again. So again, first the fat, then the pork, then the beef, and keep it separately. Let's start grinding. So keep this away. Now the pork. Pull the block away. And now we do the beef. It's nearly done. So that's it. So that stage is done. And the next thing is what we do is now is we're going to prepare the emulsion for it. So before we start the emulsion, let's get this ice crushed. That's it. So we got the crushed ice here now. So they will keep everything nice and cold. Let's prepare that emulsion. So the first thing what we need to do is we need to add in now the beef. So all the beef goes in now. And we also add in the salt. And we need to let it run just a few rounds, because what we want to do is we just want to get that initial mix going. That will do. Now we're gonna add 1/3 of the ice. And we increase the speed now, we bring it up to 10 degrees now at high speed. That's it. Now we add in all the spices. We are adding also now the pork. But not the fat. And we add in another 1/3 of the ice. Now we run it so long till we get it up to about 12 degrees. And we run it at high speed. We got 12.6. We now add in the fat. Then the starch, the potato starch. And the rest of the ice. Now we run it so long the temperature will come down again, and we bring it back up to about 14 degrees, and then the mix is ready. We reached 14.2 degrees. Let's have a look at it. Here we go. The mix is ready. And there's a very good smell out of it as well. So this one will go now in the filler, and let's start filling the sausage. So let's get this into it. You can see here, that is the emulsion, which is very sticky. I'll fill this now into the filler, and then I'll show you the next step how to fill this one here. So, we're nearly done. So, let's push this down. And here we really have to try to get the air out. Again, as much as possible. So then, let's start filling. Let's start filling that. Take the casing, get out the water, slap it a couple times on your hands. It will open up quite easy then. Put it up the nozzle, push and fill, get the air out first. Here we go, the air's out. Now we fill it firm. Keep the nozzle in the middle. We want it nice and firm filled. So that's it. What you do is then you take the sausage, you hand over to your other hand, you push in with your thumb, you take the string you put the thumb underneath the string, underneath, and pull. That's your first knot. Okay? Then you put around through the loop and tighten up again. The next one, the third one, you take around again, but behind this string here. The sausage is nice and firm, and that knot will not open. Let's cut off the ends, we don't need them. And this one we let rest now for an hour before we cook it. So the sausage has now rested for 1 hour. She is nice and firm. The kettle is at 80 degrees. So what we do is now is, let's check it before we put it in. It's 80 degrees. So I'll put the sausage into this water and we leave it in there for 2 hours because we need to reach a core temperature of 70 degrees. We check again in 2 hours time, and then we check the core of the sausage. The sausage has been cooking for the last 2 hours now at 80 degrees. So what I will do is now is I will check if I've reached a core of 70. The water is 80, so let's give a quick check. So we have reached 70, I'm not so sure if you can see that. Got 70.8, 71 degrees, perfect. I will take the sausage now out and put it into the ice water. It's important that you keep it covered so the casing doesn't split the first few minutes. So here the sausage is in the ice water in there. As I say, it's really important to keep it under the water. And when your sausage gets cold, she starts sinking anyway, unless you got too much air in there. She will stay in there now for about 20 minutes. And then she is cold enough, then I can take it out and let it dry in the air. And then I'll let it naturally cooling down and put it into the fridge. After that, when she's really cold, I will cut that sausage, slice that, and we taste that. All right, the American Bologna is now fairly cold, so I will be able to slice it. So what I will do is I will slice it on the slicer so you can see how it looks like when it's cut fine. I mean, she's firm and she should be good enough to cut now. The best thing is to leave it for 1 day, but I need to finish the video. So I will cut off a small piece, or actually I cut it in the middle because I seal half of it. So let's see what she looks like. This is what she looks like in the inside. Nice red color. Got a few air spots in there, but that's normal through a filler. She's juicy, as you can see. So I will slice now on the slicer, and let's have a look what she looks like. Let's slice. Alright, she slices well. I mean, she's still not 100% cold, but good enough. Alright, let's taste the slice. As you can see, she is nice. She's looking good. Nice firm bite on it. And a nice mild flavor. You can taste also the garlic out of it, because of course there are the 3 grams in it. Also this one should be good on bread with cheese garden. It's not too bad. I'm not a total fan of a very smooth sausage or a luncheon like in Austria, Germany. Also have something which is called extra wurst, very similar to it. It's good. Let's have a look closer. You can see a nice color, nice pink color. She has some air holes in it, but that's expected because, like with a normal hand filler, unless you got a vacuum filler, you cannot prevent that. But otherwise she has a nice color and she looks good and she tastes good. So as you could see, that American Bologna isn't that hard to make. It just takes a little bit of patience because of the cooking, of course. There's 2 hours cooking. Then there's the cooling for a half hour in the ice water. And then you need to hang it up a little bit before you put it in your fridge. So it has about room temperature. This sausage is best when you cut it the day after. And so once you have made it and you put it overnight in your fridge, the next day she is really nice, even firmer than she is now, as you can see it. And the flavor will also come out a bit more. If you enjoyed this video about the American Bologna, then please thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel and share the video with others. Otherwise, I wish you all the best, have fun, make sausages. Till the next time, bye bye.